G. Bush, hey, I got to tell you, I've been saying they need to put guys in situations to be successful. And if you're moving Myles Garrett into a better matchup, sign me up for that every game, twice during important games.
This is, you kind of hit on it at the top of the hour. This is a situation where we always talk about it. It's putting people in positions to make plays. And when you're not winning football games, a lot of people said, oh, Joe Woods and everything is okay. And, everything, they'll believe in Joe Woods. And frankly, I've been saying this for 2 years. When you are a coach and a coaching staff and you don't have a good line of communication with your players, things like this happen, right? This seems like something that could have been resolved. This could have been something that was handled very easily. And Myles Garrett, I believe, we probably will go over it. Myles Garrett made the comments like he could have sat down with us and talked to the coaches or myself if he felt like that from the jump. One of the things that I've always said, and it hurts coaches, is not being good communicators, not being people that can understand body language, human nature, and then going around and tweaking their coaching and their teaching model in order to reach certain players. Jadeveon Clowney is a former first-round pick, and he's basically saying, hey, look, you guys are putting Myles Garrett on a worse tackle or a tackle that isn't as good, and I'm catching, people talk about he's getting double-teamed. I'm catching the best tackle every single week. You know what? If the Browns were winning football games, nobody would say anything because Clowney would be like, hey, well, look, I'm going to have only got 2 sacks this year, but we're going to the playoffs. I'm on a winning team, and guess what? I can't even say nothing. But when this stuff start happening, you got 6 wins, 5 wins, all that kind of stuff, you're going to have people saying, well, if I'm going to not be winning, why am I here? I need to be getting production then. And so that's the thing that you run into when your team is not productive. And for Jadeveon Clowney, we always knew Jadeveon Clowney was more of a hired gun. He's an outlaw. He's a renegade. He's a person who's going to go to the highest bidder. He's going to come. You know what he's going to give you. You know what he's not going to give you. You're not counting on Jadeveon Clowney to give rah-rah speeches in the locker room. You're not counting on him to be there for OTAs. So, there's some things players need to say and keep it to themselves. Because at the end of the day, this is a business, you're going to want to go to another team and get paid again. So the best thing that you can do is finish out the season, play, whatever role they ask you to play. And then when the season's over and you move on and you go to another place, you can say, hey, I really felt that they didn't do a good enough job of putting me in a position to play. But then again, hey, that's another coaching staff. I'm ready for a new day, new shot here, new opportunity. I think that you're better off serving doing that than burning the whole organization down prior to leaving. And now they're going to look at you, for the most part, as an unproductive, highly injury-prone guy that might be a headache in the locker room, and that does not spell $10 million next year.
No, and he's played his last. I would be shocked. Kevin Stefanski said he's decided if he's going to play or not, wouldn't share it during media availability. I don't think he's going on I don't think he's on that bus to Pittsburgh.
Nor should he.
No,
nor should he.
You're right.
He basically said he was checked out.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly.